Sitaram, and a pleasant good evening to each and everyone. Welcome to our Connecting Through Bhajans today. At this point, I'd like to invite Auntie Chancy to do our opening prayer, followed by our first bhajan. Thank you.
Namaste everyone. Let's compose ourselves, focusing on our beloved Lord, being grateful for all that we have, and let us think of all those who are not in as fortunate a position as we are. Let us count our blessings and say, thank you, Lord. Thank you. And at the same time, let us think of all other beings. We say a prayer on their behalf, as our tradition teaches. Om Vinayakam Guru Bhanum Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaran Saraswatim Pranamyata Sarvakaryata Siddhaye. Namaste Namaste Guru Maharaj Sadguru Deva Satya Sai Maharaj Sharanam Sharanam Shri Saisha Shashtanga Sharanam Sarvesha Sachitananda Rupaya Vishwapatyadi Hetave Tapatrai Vinashaya Shri Krishna Vayam Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So the first song or the first chant that I would like to sing is asking the Lord to have mercy and compassion on all of us. Daya karo Sadguru Sai, daya karo Sadguru Sai, daya karo Shirdi Nivasa Sai, daya karo Parti Nivasa Sai, daya karo मीरा के प्रभु गिरधर नौकर मीरा के प्रभु गिरधर नौकर तुम हो ब्रह्मा ईश्वरा साई तुम हो ब्रह्मा ईश्वरा राधा कांता पार्वती रमना राधा कांता पार्वती रमना दीन बांधव साई दया करो परटी निवासा साई दया करो सद्गुरु साई दया करो शिरडी निवासा साई दया करो परटी निवासा साई दया करो मीरा के प्रभु गिरधर नागर हरि रमना दीन माधव साई दया करो परति निवास साई दया करो दया करो सद्गुरु साई दया करो. Namaste everyone.
Thank you, Auntie Chansey. So now I'd like to ask Auntie Indra, followed by Auntie Mala and my mom. Thank you.
Sitaram, everyone. Mool bole, chakor bole, aaj radha ki naina ke sham bole. Moor bole, chakor bole, aaj radha ki naina ke sham dole. Moor bole, चकोर बोले शाम मेरे फीकी फीकी अखियों का कजरा वही मेरे सोनी सोनी बहियों का गजरा शाम मेरे फीकी फीकी अखियों का कजरा वही मेरी सोनी सोनी बहियों का गजरा वही कैसे है जीवन की पुकार बोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले दूर से कन्हैया ने मुझको पुकारा मुरली के ढूंढ में किया है इशारा दूर से कन्हैया ने मुझको पुकारा मुरली के ढूंढ में किया है इशारा मेरी सपनों के वीणा के तार बोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा के नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज मेरे मन की लगन रंग लाई प्यार के संदेशा भी संग संग लाई आज मेरे मन की लगन रंग लाई प्यार के संदेशा भी संग संग लाई मेरी भगिया की थम थम बाहर डोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले मोर बोले चकोर बोले. Sitaram, everyone. Thanks you again.
Sitaram. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Hey Shiva Shankar Jai Jai Shankar Namah Shivaya. कैलाश की राजा हर हर शंकर नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय हर शिव शंकर शशांक शेखर हर बम 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 बोल भव भय हर गिरिजा शंकर
Sitaram, everyone. बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। झूठी दुनिया झूठे बंधन, झूठी है यह माया। झूठी दुनिया झूठे बंधन, झूठी है यह माया। झूठ सास का आना जाना, झूठी है यह काया। हो यहाँ सांझो तेरा नाम रे, बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। रंग में तेरे रंग गए गिरधर, छोड़ दिया जग सारा। रंग में तेरे रंग गए गिरधर, छोड़ दिया जग सारा। बन गई तेरी प्रेम की जोगन, लेकर मन एक तारा। ओ मुझे प्यार तेरा धाम रे, बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाऊं, हर चिंता मिट जाए। ओ दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाऊं, हर चिंता मिट जाए। जीवन मेरा इन चरणों में आश की ज्योति जलाए। ओ मेरी बाह पकड़ लो श्याम रे, बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। बनवारी रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Now I'd like to ask Seema to do one, and Auntie Indra. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो। चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो। हो श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो। चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो। राम लक्ष्मण जन का दुलारी, राम लक्ष्मण जन का दुलारी, हनुमान संग्राम में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो। चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो। हो श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो। चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो। माता सुमित्रा आरती उतारे, माता सुमित्रा का आरती उतारे, नयन नीला बहाए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, हो श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो। धूप दीप नैवेरा चाहती, धूप दीप नैवेरा चाहती, उनके चरण पखारे, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, हो श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो। तुलसीदास कर जोरा कहत है, तुलसीदास, तुलसीदास कर जोरा कहत है, हरि गुण गाता चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, हो श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो।
हे शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर, शिव शंकर शंभो, दम 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 दम, दम 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति, युग युग सोया दीप जगा के शिव शंकर कैलाशपति, दम 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति, युग युग सोया दीप जला के शिव शंकर कैलाशपति। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय। मातियों पर तिलक चंद्रमा, पहरे नाग की माला, माथियों पर तिलक चंद्रमा, पहरे नाग की माला, डमरू की धर कन पे नाचे श्री श्री का रखवाला, डमरू की धर कन पे नाचे श्री श्री का रखवाला, निज भक्तन के कष्ट मिटाते शिव शंकर कैलाशपति, युग युग सोया दीप जला के शिव शंकर कैलाशपति। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय। जटा जूट से धरती गंगा, भाव के ताप मिटाती, जटा जूट से धरती गंगा, भाव के ताप मिटाते, धरती और पे से जीवों की मैया प्यास बुझाती, धरती और पे से जीवों की मैया प्यास बुझाती, निज कृपा की जब से पराई शिव शंकर कैलाशपति, युग युग सोया दीप जला की शिव शंकर कैलाशपति। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय। दम 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति, युग युग सोया दीप जला के शिव शंकर कैलाशपति। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो, ओम नमः शिवाय। Thank you everyone.
Thank you. Now I'd like to ask Auntie Mala to do another one, followed by my mom. And then we will have our Bachō Ka Khand segment for this evening. Thank you.
Sitaram. Patita Pavara Bharati Purishwarara Pavanana Tarakana Papa Vimojanara Patita Pavara Bharati Purishwarara Pavanana Tarakana Papa Vimojanara Dhanava Bhanjanara Dasaratha Nandanara Dhanava Bhanjanara Dasaratha Nandanara Pavanana Tarakana Papa Vimojanara Patita Pavanara Bharati Purishwarara Pavanana Tarakana Papa Vimojanara Dhanava Bhanjanara Dasaratha Nandanara Pavanana Tarakana Papa Vimojanara Patita Pavanara Bharati Purishwarara. Sitaram.
Sitaram again. Govinda Hari Gopala Madhava Parameshwara Govinda Hari Gopala Madhava Parameshwara Sachidananda Manmohana Muralidhara Gopala Sachidananda Manmohana Muralidhara Gopala Sachidananda Rupa Manmohana Sachidananda Rupa Manmohana Sachidananda Rupa Manmohana Sachidananda Rupa Manmohana Govinda Hari Gopala Madhava Parameshwara Govinda Hari Gopala Madhava Parameshwara Sachidananda Manmohana Muralidhara Gopala Sachidananda Manmohana Muralidhara Gopala Sachidananda Rupa Manamohana, Sachidananda Rupa Manamohana, Sachidananda Rupa Manamohana, Sachidananda Rupa Manamohana, Govinda Hari Gopala, Madhava Parameshwara, Madhava Parameshwara, Madhava Parameshwara. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. So I have been holding on for Sanya as she's not well, and then she's trying to catch up on some school work because of the passing of her grandma and whatnot. So she will be back with us next week for our Bachō Ka Khand segment. So tonight's presenters are Sanaya, Ciara, and Jada. It will be their piece that they would have done on Sunday for Mother's Day. So we will just take this opportunity to share their pieces once again.
Sitaram, Jayanti Mangala Kali, Bhadrakali Kapalani, Durga Kshama, Shiva Datri, Swaha Swara Namostute. O Divine Mother, whose name is Jayanti, O giver of victories, Mangala, the embodiment of auspiciousness, Kali, the dark one, Bhadrakali, the gentle dark one, Kapalini, wearer of skulls, Durga, primeval energy, Shama, forgiveness, Shiva, auspicious one, Datri, supporter, Swaha and Swudha, daughters of Daksha. I humbly prostrate before thee. Happy Mother's Day, Sitaram. Sitaram, respect your mother. Your mother is God. Teacher, it is the mother who feeds and nourishes you. It is on the lap of your mother that you grow up and experience all types of happiness. None should forget the love that he receives from his mother. First and foremost, our mother deserves our highest respect. The mother is the visible manifestation of God. If one ignores the divinity of their own earthly mother, but then seeks to worship what is invisible, then it must be regarded as a sign of ignorance. God exists in subtle form. He is invisible and infinite and immeasurable. Your earthly mother is a visible and tangible proof of divinity. When a child is born, the first person it beholds is the mother. The mother bears patiently many travails for the sake of the child. Isn't it sweet to love such a mother? You may have love for God, but if you have no love for your mother, how can you love the invisible divine? Remember, your mother is God. Always respect your mother and make her happy. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers and mother figures. Sitaram. Sitaram.
Sitaram, everyone. The world celebrates Mother's Day annually. This year, on Sunday, 8th of May, will be Mother's Day. Hinduism acknowledges God as Mother also. The feminine principle holds great significance. In fact, there is a distinct division who worships the female form of the supreme force that governs the entire universe, and it is called Shaktism. Goddess Saraswati is the consort of Lord Brahma, the creator. Dressed in white, symbolizing serenity, the mother goddess is hailed as the goddess of learning, fine arts, and music. The pictorial depiction of the goddess shows her with 4 hands. She holds the Vedas in one of her left hands and a japamala, also known as a rosary or a peacock feather, in one of the right hands. Seated on a full-blown white lotus, Goddess Saraswati is seen playing the musical instrument called the veena. The Vedas represent knowledge, while the peacock feather symbolizes a pen, and the japamala denotes the power to stay focused in life. These emphasize the importance of learning, while the veena signifies music and arts. Devi Lakshmi is the consort of Lord Vishnu, the protector. Dressed in red, representing the Rajasic Tattva, the Devi Lakshmi is hailed as the goddess of wealth and prosperity. The pictorial depiction of the goddess shows her with 4 hands. She holds a lotus in her upper right and upper left hands. Her lower left hand holds a kalash filled with gold coins inclined forward, and one of her right hands gestures to the Abhaya Mudra, which symbolizes fearlessness and divine protection. Seated on a full-blown pink lotus, Goddess Lakshmi symbolizes prosperity and wealth. Goddess Lakshmi is worshipped for a happy and prosperous life. Mother Parvati is Shakti, the wife of Lord Shiva and the gentle aspect of Mahadevi, the great goddess. Mother Parvati is considered as complete incarnation of Adi Prakshakti, with all other goddesses being her incarnations or manifestations. Mother Parvati is the goddess of power. She is the one who gives life energy, or Shakti, to all beings, and without her, all beings are inert. The goddess is Shakti herself, who actually lives in all beings in the form of power. Without power, no one could do nothing, including yoga. Thank you, and Sitaram.
So thank you girls very much. It was greatly appreciated. So they all did their pieces for Mother's Day, which was celebrated on Sunday. So I would like to thank them for their contributions. As we move along, I would like to ask Auntie Chansey if she can do our next bhajan or kirtan for us, followed by Seema. Thank you.
Namaste again.
मंगल शुभ करी माता महेश्वरी मंगल शुभ करी माता महेश्वरी अम्बे भवानी अखिलांडेश्वरी अम्बे भवानी अखिलांडेश्वरी मंगल शुभ करी माता महेश्वरी राजीव लोचनी राजराजेश्वरी राजीव लोचनी राजराजेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति श्री परमेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति श्री परमेश्वरी आनंद रूपिणी है शिव शंकरी आनंद रूपिणी साई शिव शंकरी मंगल शुभ करी माता महेश्वरी अम्बे भवानी अखिलांडेश्वरी मंगल शुभ करी माता महेश्वरी राजीव लोचनी राजराजेश्वरी राजीव लोचनी राजराजेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति श्री परमेश्वरी शंकरी आनंद रूपिणी साई शिव शंकरी मंगल शुभ करी माता महेश्वरी. Namaste.
Thank you, Auntie Chance and Seema. So now I'd like to ask Auntie Indra if she can do one for us, followed by Auntie Mala and my mom. Thank you.
Sitaram, I hope this one, I will dedicate this one to all the mothers. तुम ही मेरे मंदिर, तुम ही मेरे पूजा, तुम ही देवता हो, तुम ही देवता हो. तुम ही मेरे मंदिर, तुम ही मेरे पूजा, तुम ही देवता हो, तुम ही देवता हो. कोई मेरे आँखों से देखे तो समझे कि तुम मेरे क्या हो, कि तुम मेरे क्या हो. तुम ही मेरे मंदिर, तुम ही मेरे पूजा, तुम ही देवता हो, तुम ही देवता हो. जिधर देखते हो उधर तुम ही तुम हो, न जाने मगर इन ख्यालों में ढूंढो. जिधर देखते हो उधर तुम ही तुम हो, न जाने मगर इन ख्यालों में ढूंढो. मुझे देख के कर जरा मुस्कुरा दो, नहीं तो न समझूंगी मुझसे खफा हो. तुम ही मेरे मंदिर, तुम ही मेरे पूजा, तुम ही देवता हो, तुम ही देवता हो. तुम ही मेरे माथे के बिंदिया के झिलमिल, तुम ही मेरे हाथों से गजरों के मंजिल. मैं हूँ एक छोटे से माटी के गोड़िया, तुम ही प्राण मेरे, तुम ही आत्मा हो. तुम ही मेरे मंदिर, तुम ही मेरे पूजा, तुम ही देवता हो, तुम ही देवता हो. बहुत रात बीती मैं, चलो मैं सुना दो पवन तेरे सरगम, मेलोडी सुना दो. बहुत रात बीती मैं, चलो मैं सुना दो पवन तेरे सरगम, मेलोडी सुना दो. तुम ही देख कर ये ख्याल आ रहा है कि जैसे फरिश्ते कोई सो रहा है। तुम ही मेरे मंदिर, तुम ही मेरे पूजा, तुम ही देवता हो, तुम ही देवता हो। थैंक यू।
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, श्री राम कहे हनुमान, सुनो वचन कहो परमान, श्री राम कहे हनुमान, सुनो वचन कहो परमान, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। सीताराम।
This bhajan I dedicate to all mommies. माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है माँ, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है माँ, कितना प्यार जगाती है। श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, पग पग प्राण बचाती है माँ, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है माँ, कितना प्यार जगाती है। तू ऋषियों की रिद्धि सिद्धि, तू ब्रह्मा की भक्ति माँ, तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ, तू ऋषियों की रिद्धि सिद्धि, तू ब्रह्मा की भक्ति माँ,
तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ, तू हाथों से भाग जगाती, भागी भागी आती है माँ, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है माँ, कितना प्यार जगाती है। तू काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू है बाल भवानी माँ, तू पुराण का तार शारदा, तू वेदों की वाणी है। तू काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू है बाल भवानी माँ, तू पुराण का तार शारदा, तू वेदों की वाणी है। तू बालक को गोद मिले कर जीवन गीत सुनाती है माँ, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है माँ, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'd like to pass over to Auntie Chansey for tonight's catechism.
Namaste, everyone. So this evening, I would like to look at the concept of truth. Truth is one of the most important and fundamental universal beliefs and teachings. It is the foundation of all things good and dharmic, and the foundation of all faiths. In the Hindu tradition, great emphasis is placed on Satyam as an integral element of our pathway to God. Truthfulness is part of godliness. There is no place for dishonesty on the dharmic path. Dishonesty leads to a downward spiral, to a multitude of adharmic behavior. We often hear the words, a liar is a thief, because of course, once you begin to utter falsehood, it can lead to thievery, corruption, ill speaking of others, greed, selfishness, and of course, you will become an untrustworthy person. But I'm certain that we are familiar with moments when we realize that telling the truth may not be beneficial to anyone or any situation. It may not be a good thing, and it may lead to needless suffering. We are all familiar with the story as told by Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa of the ascetic meditating who was interrupted by a doe running into his hut to seek shelter. The doe was seeking shelter from a hunter who was hunting her. The ascetic, blindly believing that he must always tell the truth, pointed to where the doe was hiding when he was asked by the hunter of the animal's whereabouts. Of course, we all know what happened next. The doe was slaughtered, causing her fawn to die, and the ascetic, he incurred sin and negative karma. So this is an instance in which telling the truth resulted in sin. So is it okay to tell untruths then? What does our tradition teach about Satyam? As I begin, I would like to cite the Bhagavad Gita, the words Satyam Priti Hitam. This speaks directly to such a situation. It says, though we must speak the truth, we should not speak that which hurts others. This is very important. I'll repeat it. Though we must speak the truth, we should not speak that which hurts others. So in the instance of the ascetic in the hut, mauna or silence would have been a better response. Instead, without using discretion, he spoke the truth and unwittingly created a chain of death, pain, suffering, and of course, negative karma for himself. In the modern context, we are often faced with such dilemmas. How do we respond? For some of us, a question asked is a golden opportunity for us to go to town, so to speak, on others. Some of us relish such opportunities to utter hurtful things, while falsely placating ourselves and our consciences, thinking that we are not doing anything wrong, but merely telling the truth. Some of us don't even need to be asked. We are only too happy to say negative things about others, sometimes embellishing as we go along. If you have nothing good to say, be quiet. This is an apt aphorism, an appropriate saying for such situations. For after all, what good comes from such behavior? All of the elements are negative. The whole chain of events, negative words and emotions, negative emotions, they beget even more of the same. And by our initial utterances, we will be incurring sin and bondage, creating karma. On the flip side of this teaching, and I would like you to please remember, Satyam Priti Hitam Chayat. Never speak untruth for the sake of pleasing others. Sometimes, to fit into a crowd or a conversation, we feel we need to put in a juicy tidbit, even though there is only a kernel of truth in what we may be saying. Sometimes it may not even be true, but thinking we are gaining ranks with the person or persons we are speaking to, we carry on in the worst way. Some of us do it to impress or curry favor with those we may wish to impress, based on the warped thinking that by putting down another, we will somehow look better to those persons. We believe it to be a form of one-upmanship. Well, if you or I have to engage in such behavior to impress such individuals, I think we are keeping the wrong company. For this reason, we must be careful to keep good company and follow the maxim, if you have nothing good to say, keep silent, be quiet. This is why it is recommended that after satsang, we maintain silence, minimal speech, and we return to our homes in an expeditious manner. Otherwise, for some, we may run the risk of spoiling the positive vibrations created and undoing all the positive energy we have put out into the atmosphere. All of our inner peace could be destroyed. So I am positively sure that at some point in time, we have wondered. We all wonder, okay, is it really can I use some discretion here? Do I really need to say, you know, if someone poses a question and you know something, if it does not concern you and there's nothing good in what you have to say or report, or however you want to, you know, how you want to regard it, just be quiet. Just be quiet. It creates such a negative chain of events. There's nothing good that comes from it, and our tradition teaches us. We've been doing this for so long now. If nothing good is coming from something, don't engage in it. Don't engage in it. You know, the beauty of our tradition is that it teaches you in every sphere of your life, in every possible situation, how should you behave. It teaches you how to behave, how to respond, or how to act. So if we say, well, you know, I don't know, and then you go ahead, we cannot plead ignorance. We cannot plead ignorance. This is why knowledge is empowerment. No one, if we are serious about gaining moksha or we are true sadhakas, we should be trying in every which way to improve ourselves. And it, as I said before, over and over, it cannot be compartmentalized. It cannot be on some days and not every day. It is our entire life. And we often hear people say, you know, you should be thinking of God all the time. The scriptures tell you that. Now, if Hinduism is a way of life, and you dedicate all your actions to God, you are thinking of God all the time. It's not it's not something that is so abstract and so difficult to understand. This way, if you are dedicating all your actions to God, you would not be engaging in anything wrong. You would not be telling lies. You would not be uttering falsehood against anybody. So, next week, I will be looking at a code of conduct in speaking, how we address people, how we address each other. How do you speak? If you speak harshly or sweetly, do you shout at people? Do you insult people? How do you speak to them in different situations? But as I leave this evening, let me remind you again of these words: Satyam, Priti, Hitam, Shayat. Please try to follow this, because it will lead you to gaining good or achieving good karma. Though we must speak the truth, we should not speak that which hurts others. Never speak untruth for the sake of pleasing others. At the end of the day, we have the power to choose. We cannot blame anybody. We have to stop this, because at the end of our life, there will be no one beside us. It will only be our Lord who is going to be there. So it's time to stop looking at what other people are doing and what other people are saying, and concern ourselves with how we are moving forward to improve ourselves. And we need to help each other. This is what this forum is all about. To help each other. Onward we go together, trying not to leave anyone behind. This is what it is all about. So with this, I would like to thank you and namaste.
Thank you, Auntie Chansey. Now I'd like to ask Seema if she can do bhajan for us. And then Auntie Chance will do our last bhajan or kirtan, and then we'll close. Thank you.
Sharade Ma, Sharade Ma, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। आ तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण हमें प्यार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। मुनियों ने समझे, मुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की वाणी। आ मुनियों ने समझी, मुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की वाणी। हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, विद्या का हमको वरदान देवा। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार देवा। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार देवा। तू स्वर्गवर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर पे साजे। आ तू स्वर्गवर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर पे साजे। मन से हमारे मिटा दे अंधेरे, हमको उजालों का संसार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। सीताराम everybody.
Namaste again.
हे ब्रह्मा, हे विष्णु, हे ब्रह्मा, हे विष्णु, दयामया हे महेश्वरा, सत्य साई परमेश्वरा। हे
Satya Sai Parameshwara, He Brahma, He Vishnu. Namaste.
We are indeed blessed to be able to join in Satsang as one family. And we should all take full advantage of this opportunity every Wednesday. We pray for those who are sick, those who are suffering in some form or another, that some measure of relief will come to them and they will be able to overcome whatever it is they are going through. So let us now adopt the mood of prayer and we join together.
Lon, before you start the closing mantra,
Yeah.
I just wanted to let everyone know about a situation that I found out about today. So when you say those words, it resonates with me, and it should resonate with everyone, because today I was told of a 35-year-old man, 35 years old, who suddenly became ill, and no one can diagnose him. He has been in the hospital now for how many? Almost a week, and they are trying to treat him, but there's no prognosis. So when we think that we have so much time ahead of us, none of us know, when that moment will arrive. We may make plans to do things, not that we have to pass away, but we may become ill and we cannot sing, we cannot venture to the mandir or whatever, we cannot engage in seva, whatever it may be. So, when we say strike while the iron is hot, the matter is very urgent, because we don't know what can happen to us tomorrow or even later tonight. So I just wanted to say this for you first, to think, really think about how we go about our life every day. Thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you, Chansey. We are really very blessed, and we are there to be lights, beacons of light and hope for those who are not as fortunate as we are. And that doesn't make us feel arrogant or proud or better than anybody else. It just humbles us even more so that we can be of some assistance in whatever way to assist people in those kinds of situations who are afflicted in some way or another. Sometimes we think it will never happen to us. We too young. It will happen to somebody old. No, it is no respect of age, neither position, status. All those things are just of the world. In the Lord's domain, those things have no value, no place. So we must learn that and learn it very quickly so that we can transform our lives, our thinking, our actions to reflect what we learn in our scriptures. And this is the process, the journey that we are all on. And we need to hold hands together with each other and lift each other as we go along, wishing the best for each and every one. That's what we are about. So this family will grow spiritually stronger, will grow socially stronger as well, and even educationally stronger. And this is what we hope for every one of us. So let us now, even with more love and devotion, recite our closing prayer together. Om Asato Ma Sargamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Bandhu च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि Om. May we all be blessed. Sitaram. Until we meet again. Thank you.